Prime Minister Boris Johnson is expected to tell the EU's top 3 officials next week that they need to swiftly conclude a free trade agreement (FTA) or the UK will walk away from negotiations. But Express is asking readers, do you think the bloc will cave in the crunch meetings next week? The Prime Minister is expected to demand the EU stops its foot-dragging in negotiations and works out a deal consistent to the ones it has with other countries, which will not tie Britain into its laws and the jurisdiction of the European Court of Justice or force the UK to surrender its fishing waters. The blunt message will be delivered during a video conference with the President of the European Council Charles Michel, the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, and the President of the European Parliament, David Sassoli. The move comes after concerns were raised by the Centre for Brexit Policy (CBP) that the Conservatives would lose all the red wall seats they gained from Labour in December if they go soft on a Brexit deal. Last Friday, June 12, the EU agreed to Britain's demands to intensify the trade talks over July. The EU also accepted there will not be an extension to the transition period. A UK government official said, the EU was a little slow to agree to an intensified timetable for talks, and has been making noises about so-called tunnels. That's not something we ever wanted, and it's welcome that they've now signed up to a sensible process to take the talks forward. The high-level meeting was always envisaged as a moment to push the negotiations forward. We now need to get this resolved and deliver certainty for businesses at home and in the EU as soon as possible. There's a high-quality FTA to be done, based on the agreements the EU has already reached with other countries. But, whatever happens, we will be ready for January 1, when we will be back in control of our laws, borders and money. At the crucial talks next week, Michael Gove, the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster, and David Frost, the UK's chief Brexit negotiator, will also be present. A source said Mr Johnson will call for negotiations to be swiftly concluded, with certainty provided to the public and businesses by the autumn at the latest.